Tanjasiri, outstanding faculty and today's Faculty Marshal. Richard Pollard, University Librarian. Harry Norman, Associate Vice President, International Programs and Dean, University Extended Education. Joseph Arnold, Dean, College of the Arts. Susan Cooper, Dean, College of the Irvine Campus. Robert Cook, Acting Dean, College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics. Brahman Unakrishnan, Dean, College of Engineering and Computer Science. Anil Puri, Dean, Mahalo College of Business and Economics. William Briggs, Dean, College of Communications. Sherry McMahon, Dean, College of Health and Human Development. Angela Della Volpe, Dean, College of Humanities and Social Sciences. Claire Cavallaro, Dean, College of Education. Leah Jarnigan, Associate Vice President, Student Affairs and Dean of Students. Julie Espy, President, Alumni Association. Berenicia Johnson-Eanes, Vice President for Student Affairs. Jack Bedell, 2012-13 Academic Senate Chair. Jose Luis Cruz, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Marc Cherry, writer, executive producer, and keynote speaker. Mildred Garcia, President.
Welcome to the class of 2013 commencement ceremony at California State University Fullerton. I am Dr. Sora Tanjasiri, Professor of Health Science, and today I'm serving as the University Faculty Marshal. Please stand as the Cal State Fullerton ROTC Honor Guard proceeds with the presentation of colors. Ms. Chelsea Lyons will lead us in the singing of the national anthem, accompanied by the California State University Fullerton Wind Orchestra led by Mitch Fennell. Please be seated. The 2013 commencement ceremony of California State University Fullerton has begun. There are many special guests in the audience today, and we extend our heartiest welcome to each and every one of you. On behalf of the university community and the class of 2013, we thank you for joining us to celebrate these students and their accomplishments. Each student will receive a certificate of recognition for participation at their college graduation ceremony, where their individual name will be called. Their certificate is signed by the dean of their respective college and the president of the university. At this time, I would like to invite to the podium the president of California State University Fullerton, Dr. Mildred Garcia.
Thank you, Dr. Tanjasiri. It is an honor to recognize you as the Outstanding Professor of the Year and to your role as the Faculty Marshal. Congratulations on receiving this well-deserved award. Dr. Tanjasiri's colleagues recognize her outstanding achievements and dedication to her students and research. Her students consistently rate her as among the best teachers in her college, and her supervisors greatly value her commitment to student success through her mentorship and guidance. Since joining the faculty in 2003, Dr. Tanjasiri has focused on the community health needs of diverse populations, particularly Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders, and garnered more than $15 million in grants to fund research focused on reducing cancer health disparities in underrepresented communities. Her research has been widely published in peer-reviewed journals, and she has presented at conferences nationwide. Dr. Tanjasiri is a professor of health science, the internship coordinator of the Master of Public Health program, and director of the university's Health Promotion Research Institute. Please join me in thanking and congratulating Dr. Sora Park Tanjasiri. And now, it is my honor and pleasure to welcome you to the university's most important annual event and my favorite day of the year, the 2013 graduation. Students, you made it. It's time to recognize you and celebrate you. Class of 2013, this is a special day for me too, for this is my first graduation as your president at Cal State Fullerton. And you know what they say, you always remember your first. A very good mentor shared with me that president's remarks at graduation should be short, and I will do my best to be brief, because this morning you are in for a real treat with our commencement speaker, Mr. Marc Cherry. Graduates, we are so proud of you. We know that you have worked real hard to get here. You worked hard when it wasn't easy to work hard. You had 100 things to do. You were sick or tired of it all, had family responsibilities, job responsibilities, but you did outstanding work when you had so many other things occupying your time. In addition to celebrating your hard work, we know that many of you had support of family and friends. Please join me in thanking everyone who helped you and your family and friends. You also had the good fortune of having the awesome faculty and staff that helped you to get here where you are today. I deeply appreciate the inspired and dedicated work, and Commencement is a testament to their commitment to your success. Without their contributions, your educational potential might not have been realized. Please join me in thanking the faculty and staff of Cal State Fullerton. And now, I promised I'd make it short. I leave you with three things only. 3 things. Continue learning. This degree will open up doors for you, and you will be in a world changing that world forever. Continue learning and do it with passion. Number 2, give back. We know that within your chosen professions, you will do wonderful things. Please reach out and help others. If every one of us just grabbed one student, one person, and took their hand and walked them up to become where you are today, a degree from Cal State Fullerton, what a wonderful world this would be. So give back. And number 3, remember your alma mater, Cal State Fullerton. Today you become alumni, our ambassadors to the world. Come back, tell us all the great things you are doing, and help us become the premier comprehensive public university in the nation. Tell us about your accomplishments. And finally, continue to do your very best. Go out, make us proud, and make a difference in the world. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Garcia. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Berenicia Johnson-Eanes, Vice President for Student Affairs. Dr. Eanes.
Hello, and congratulations. It is my great pleasure to wish you well, to tell you that we have enjoyed you, and I hope you've enjoyed each other. We want you to continue to always know that in the Titan family, you savor education, and you look back, you reach back, and you take care of each other. Today, enjoy this experience. Don't let anything distract you from this moment because you earned it. All of your hard work is paying off. I want you to say thank you to each other and to those people who helped you along the way. And remember that we believe in you now, today, and always. Go Titans.
I would now like to introduce Ms. Julie Espy, President of the California State University Fullerton Alumni Association and an alumnus of the class of 1992 from the College of Communications. Ms. Espy.
Good morning. On behalf of the alumni of the California State University of Fullerton, I offer a warm Titan greeting this morning to our class of 2013 graduates. My name is Julie Espy, class of 1992, and it's my privilege to serve you as president of the Cal State Fullerton Alumni Association. And like you, I once sat at my graduation ceremony without any clue what the Alumni Association did. So what is it that we do? Well, we promote you. The association staff and board of directors serve more than 215,000 degree-holding alumni. We promote the achievements of our students, faculty, and alumni. We offer quality programming and services to help you socially and professionally network beyond graduation, and we offer continued learning opportunities to keep you informed and connected. Some of you know who we are because 1 in 4 of you signed up to join our membership program at GradFest. That's an amazing demonstration of Titan pride, and we thank you. We're excited to have you join the ranks of alumni, and we will continue to be here for you. Actually, the Alumni Association has been with you since you started your Cal State Fullerton experience through participation in student life programs such as orientation, welcome week, all-night study. We uphold traditions like homecoming, provide money for student scholarships, and partner with the schools for your development. Graduation is not the end of your relationship with Cal State Fullerton. You may feel that you need a break. You may be sick of books, studying, finals, and yes, you've worked hard to be sitting here today. Celebrate and enjoy your success. This is a big deal. You are a big deal. Some of you are starting careers, changing careers, taking next steps in relationships, or getting some precious time back to be with your families. But don't stay away too long. As they say, pay it forward. Continue to contribute to this great campus and ensure that it's great for the next graduating class and the next and the next. Cal State Fullerton has been here for you and will be here for you as recent graduates and 50 years from now. As a former college instructor, I have one last assignment for each of you. Show your Titan pride. Be our ambassadors, spokespersons, and advocates. Make a donation, volunteer in a program or activity, serve as a mentor, attend a sporting event, or support the arts. It all counts. Make no mistake, your investment in Cal State Fullerton is invaluable and ensures that we continue to advance as a great academic institution. CSUF has shaped who you are today. Amazing faculty have guided your professional paths and challenged your ways of thinking. You've made lifelong friends, and you've learned to push yourself to become a better you. We are proud of you, and we congratulate you on this special day.
Thank you, Ms. Espy. At this time, I would like to introduce Dr. Jack Bedell, Professor of Sociology and Chair of the Academic Senate, who will give greetings on behalf of the faculty.
Good morning. Are we on? Yes. Thank you. We're going to do something a little different this morning. Faculty should be close to students. Students should be close to faculty, right? So here we are. I'd like to tell you, before you came in, we gave some tassels to little children out there. Scared some of them, I guess. The tassel right now should be on your right, and we're going to move it to the left. Okay? So, I'm wearing this thing called a hood. If you look in your commencement program, you have a description of the hood. The hood has an indication of where you went to get your degree, and your major. What the program doesn't tell you is that there were clergy and professors involved, okay? And the hood was pulled up to cover their bald spot when it was cold in the Middle Ages. Now that's not in your program, okay? But your faculty hope that you explore things and get intrigued by and explore further. Now, there are two words you probably don't want to hear today, and that's general education, okay? Your faculty have spent thousands of hours creating those courses, and they have themes running through them, such as connectedness, helping others, and supporting people. So I'd like you to picture it. Don Cherry here, Golden Girls, Sophia. There's a man in the courtroom there because he stole a can of peaches. And the judge says to him, how many slices of peaches were in that can? And he says, 6, Your Honor. And she says, let me tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to sentence you to 6 months in jail, 1 month for each slice of peach. And the judge says to him, do you get that? He says, yes. 6 slices, 6 months. At that very moment, his wife jumps up in the back of the courtroom and says, he also stole a large can of peas. Now, you got that. That means the critical thinking component of your GE program worked. So, several years ago, almost 2000, Plutarch talked about the need to listen. And he said, need to listen, well, you'll profit from them, even if they talk badly and don't make sense. Was a faculty member who's been here over 40 years. I can tell you, I know you may have had one or two faculty members who were a little less than cool, okay? However, I do know that they were deeply committed. You have many of them in the audience today, glassy-eyed from grading your exams, okay? That's what that's from, all right? So listen. That great American philosopher, Stephen Colbert said, to be a successful citizen, you have to do service. And for Stephen Colbert, service was making love visible. Think about that. There are people back here today, thousands and thousands of people who helped you get here. Thank them. Tell them that you love them. And if they gave you a gift, write them a thank you note. They'll appreciate it. We're tied together. I want to close this morning by, on behalf of the faculty, thanking you for being here. Thanking you for choosing Fullerton. We know that you could have gone many other places, but you chose us. And we hope through your general education program, you learned that if you have a friend who's bringing you down, don't let them. Identify with stars who can take you up. Learn from them. They'll make you better, you'll be better, and you'll be a mentor. You'll be a mentor for these people who now they have a memory. Okay, so thank you, bless all of you. And I want to close with Mark Twain. Mark Twain said, dance like there's nobody watching. Fall in love as if you've never been hurt. Work as if you didn't need the money. And finally, live on earth as if it were heaven. Bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Bedell. At this time, I would like to introduce Mr. Wayne Mason, Jr., President of the California State University Associated Students. Mr. Mason.
Hello. Oh, yay. Hello. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Life After College. You can call me Life for short. Welcome to me. You may have heard a lot of things about me from the people who sat in these seats time and time again before you, but please allow me to confirm some of the truths that you've heard about myself. Number one, life after college is scary. Fact. I can be pretty scary before you spend some time with me. But once you accept me and realize that I'm gonna happen regardless of what you say or do, I become a lot easier to get along with. Sure, I may throw some struggles your way, but I'll also throw some benefits. Take it from me. Perseverance and a positive outlook will take you very far in life. Number two, life is beautiful. Fact. Number three, life goes on. Fact. Life does go on, but only because you go on. I, life, exist in all of my beauty and all of my faults because of the people that create me. Life. When we fall, we choose to pick ourselves up or lie down. When we make mistakes, we either grow from them or we forget about them. Life does go on, but life is not something that happens to you. It is only when you happen, when you allow yourself to go on in all of your glory, that you truly thrive. Life happens because of you and in spite of you. It is up to you to make life happen for you. Number 4, life is still beautiful. Fact. These past years may feel like your entire life. You've grown up, you've loved, you've laughed, you've cried, you've lost, and judging by today's festivities, you've won. As you move farther and farther away from this institution, you also move closer and closer to realizing your own dreams and aspirations. With this move, it becomes apparent that the past 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus years have been but a chapter in a much larger and deeper story. It's the story of your life, and it's beautiful because you allow it to be. Number 5, life will bite you in the excuse me. Fact, I will. You see, I'm hungry. Life is starving, and I've got an appetite for the stragglers. So don't get comfortable. Now, that doesn't mean be miserable. Don't mistake comfort for happiness, and don't mistake happiness for satisfaction. Disagree if you will, but I believe happiness occurs when you find peace and joy in what you are doing and who you are becoming. Satisfaction occurs when you are pleased with what you've done and who you are. Keep moving forward because life keeps moving. Be beautiful and positive because life is beautiful. And stay hungry for much more because life is oh so starving. Number 6, last one. Life is beautiful and it will continue to be beautiful. Still a fact. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Dwayne Mason. I've been your ASI president and CEO for what is almost the past year. And though I am not part of the class of 2013, I do wish to congratulate each of you. Those of you who came here directly out of high school, those who transferred from a different institution or a different country, Topanga, she's graduating. Those who started lives and careers as adults and decided to return to receive an education, and everyone in between. On behalf of the associated students and all of the students here at California State University Fullerton, I wish to extend congratulations to each of you on reaching this landmark. It is my belief that we, as human beings, each hold the capacity to have a positive impact on one another and the world around us. What separates us is choice. So go ahead, Titans. Graduate and make the choice. Choose to move forward. Choose to be beautiful, and choose to stay hungry. Cheers to the class of 2013. Get on out there and tear it up. Thank you.
It is now my pleasure to invite President Garcia back to the lectern to introduce our keynote commencement speaker. President Garcia.
Thank you. It is now my distinct honor and pleasure to introduce Mr. Marc Cherry, who majored in theater at Cal State Fullerton and a proud Titan. Marc was clearly destined to be a success. He graduated from Cal State Fullerton and moved on to Hollywood. Marc began as a personal assistant to Dixie Carter on the set of Designing Women, and quickly went on to become a successful writer. His writing and producing credits involved the beloved television classic, The Golden Girls, and its sequel, The Golden Palace. He was writer and executive producer on numerous television comedies and got another big break in 2004 when his original Desperate Housewives script went into production. It was immediately a groundbreaking success and quickly developed a devoted worldwide fan base, which included your president. Marc was creator and executive producer of Desperate Housewives for 8 successful seasons, and to date has won 7 Emmys, 3 Golden Globes, more than 30 other awards, and 110 nominations. He is currently filming his new series, Devious Maids. We could not be more thrilled that he has taken time from his very hectic schedule to join us today. Class of 2013, ladies and gentlemen, you are in for a real treat. Please give a warm Titan welcome to Mr. Marc Cherry.
Well, it's true. Many years ago, I was a student here studying acting for 5 years. I left this university and I went to Hollywood, and I never got a single job as an actor. I'm here today because I want my tuition back. Yeah, you know, didn't have the talent, as it turned out, but I wanted in show business, so I taught myself how to write. I got a bunch of old TV scripts and just figured it out. And it took me about a year and 4 months, and I got my first TV show. It was called Homeroom. It was about inner city school children, so who better to write for them? And then 6 months after that, I landed on The Golden Girls, which happened to be my favorite show at the time. It was about 5 seconds after I got that job that Cal State Fullerton started inviting me back to speak to students and introducing me as a distinguished alumni. I bring this up to suggest that if any of you out there go on to thrive in another profession that you were not trained for here at Cal State, don't worry, they will take credit for your success anyway. This is my second time coming to a graduation here at Cal State Fullerton. The first time I came was my sister's graduation. She studied education here, became a teacher, and I came to her graduation in 1995. So, as you may have deduced, I did not come to my own graduation ceremony for the oddest reason. I don't know if you guys still have this. To get your diploma, do you guys still have to take the writing proficiency exam? You know, they instituted that to prove, you know, that the graduates, as they were leaving, knew how to write, because apparently in the 70s, a whole bunch of people were graduating who didn't know how to write. And by people, I mean athletes. And so what happened was they had this test to prove that you knew how to put a noun to a verb, and the weekend that they offered the test, I had another engagement. I was on the $100,000 pyramid. And so instead of getting a diploma, I got a trip to Hawaii, a VCR, and $15,000. And when I told my mom I wasn't getting my diploma, she was furious. She said to me, "No, you're gonna need that piece of paper." And I said, "Mom, I'm going into show business. No one cares if I have a BA in musical theater." And she didn't care. She was devastated. I disappointed my mom. Well, I go on to write on The Golden Girls, and one day I run into Dean Hess, who was my very favorite professor here at Cal State Fullerton. And I said to Dean, you know, it's so ironic. I didn't get my diploma because I didn't prove to the state of California I knew how to write, and I'm now a professional writer. And I thought it was kind of funny. And Dean Hess says to me, "Well, I don't like that. I don't think that's appropriate." And I said, "Well, you know, what can I do?" And he said, "You know what? I'm going to talk to the Board of Regents, and I'm going to get them to waive that requirement for you." And I thought, oh, that's okay. I don't want to cause a thing. That's okay. And he goes, "No, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this." Well, a couple years go by, and I forget all about it, quite frankly. I'm on, you know, in Hollywood doing my thing. And then we come to my sister's graduation in 1995, and I'm seated out in the back there with my mom, you know, listening to all the speeches, and I got a little bored. And I start flipping through the program that they give everyone, telling you who's graduated from what school. And I turn to the School of Theater and Arts, and I look, and I was one of the graduates. And I turn to my mother and I say, Mom, look, I graduated. And my mother starts sobbing, heaving sobs back there. Everyone's looking at us. I'm massively embarrassed. The point of this story is this. No matter how much this day means to you, it means a lot more to the people back there. So good job on making them happy. So, so they asked me to speak. They asked me to talk to you bunch of fresh-faced cherubs and tell you something, I don't know, I guess I'm supposed to say something uplifting, something inspiring, something that will comfort you about this big bad world that you're about to enter. And I've thought a lot about this. Gosh, and all right, so here's what I have to say that is inspiring and uplifting and comforting. One day, all of you are going to die. Now, I bring this up because this is your commencement. You know, your life just commenced. This is the day that you become adults, you take responsibility for yourself, and, you start that rat race, This is the day we say, on your mark, get set, go, and you go. Your journey, and this is the thing you always have to say to young people because they're dumb, you don't know how quick the next 30 years are going to go. You have no idea. And I'm looking at you and I can't impress upon you that your youth is merely on loan to you. Time is a thief and it will take what you take for granted. I think it's important to play hard during the summer of your life, but I also think that you must prepare for winter because it is coming. As we get older, certain doors start closing for us, and you may think, well, one day I'll do that, and then you look up from your life and you see, gosh, it's too late, and then you have regrets. So I implore all of you, if you have a dream, go after it now, because tomorrow it may be too late. And while we are on the topic of dreams, let me give you another inspiring, uplifting observation on your upcoming journey. One day, all of you are going to fail. I'm not kidding. Each and every one of you is going to fall flat on your face. You are going to be humiliated. It is going to be painful. You'll probably fail more than once. You know what we call these failures? Experience. And that is a very valuable thing to have. Failure is how we learn. To tell a personal story, in 1995, I created this horrible TV series about flight attendants called The Crew. It sucked. The critics dubbed it the worst new show of the season, and I remember reading these reviews and just being absolutely devastated. But it was that experience that also led me to rethink about how I was creating television. I realized that I needed to dig deeper. I needed to have something to say. I needed to show people something about themselves that other writers weren't showing them. So I began to look for something to talk about. A couple of years later, I was at my mom's house in Brea, and we were watching coverage of the Andrea Yates trial. For those of you who don't remember, she was the mother in Texas who drowned all of her children in a bathtub. And I remember being absolutely horrified by this. And I turned to my mother and I said, gosh, can you imagine a woman being so desperate that she would hurt her own children? And my mom turned to me and she said, I've been there. And I was stunned. And for the first time in my life, my mother started telling me stories about how alone and desperate she had been when she was raising my sisters and I on our grandparents' farm all by herself, and my dad was away getting his degree from the University of Oklahoma. You know, I was shocked because I had always thought of my mother as the perfect wife and mother, a woman who aspired to nothing more than taking care of her family, and to discover that she had moments of desperation and depression was startling to me. And it occurred to me, if my mom had moments like this, then every wife and mother must have had them. And that is how the idea for Desperate Housewives was born. But it was my failure with The Crew, that first TV show, that helped me recognize a great idea when I finally found one. Yes, all of you will fail, but I sincerely hope you never have a failure you don't learn from. Here is my final piece of advice to you today. You can find it in the Bible, and I guarantee there will be people in the audience who agree with this. Honor thy mother and thy father, if for no other reason than they occasionally give you ideas for hit TV shows. Now, a lot of you sitting out there, you might think that this day, this moment is about you. Wrong. This moment belongs to your parents. Think of what they sacrificed to get you here. Your mother gave birth to you. She ruined her body for you. She can't wear a bikini now because you ripped her to shreds. Your dad, he has to foot all the bills. Think of the stress he's gone through. He drinks now and you don't know it. He's an alcoholic. Have you guys, look at me, have you ever thanked them? Have you ever looked into the eyes of your parents and said, thank you for making me the adult that I am? You know, now some of you might want to say, oh, but Mark, my parents are like really mean and insensitive to me. And I go, you know, don't come bitching to me. Let me tell you a story about Marc Cherry. I came out to my mother as a gay man when I was 31. When I told her I was gay, her response was, and I quote, well, Mark, I would love you even if you were a murderer. Not the comparison I was hoping for. But here's the important part, the very important part. A few years after that, after I had disappointed her greatly, I was going through the worst point in my career. And by that, I mean I couldn't get a job to save my life. In fact, I went 3 years without getting an interview for a job, let alone a job. So for all my success, there was some dark times there. I was going broke. I had to sell my house. I was selling furniture. And it looked like I was going to have to stop being a writer. I had written this script about Desperate Housewives, you know, from my mom's idea, but no one wanted to buy it. 5 different networks turned my script down. And I was myself desperate. The only thing that kept me afloat during this time was my mom. And I never once asked her for a loan, but she would just show up unannounced at my home and hand me checks. And I would protest, and she would say, no, Mark, this is what family is for. And I was massively embarrassed because at that point I was 40 years old. But she would insist, and she kept me going. And then one day, my script sold. After Desperate Housewives became a huge hit, I wrote my mom a check for all the money that she had lent me. And over a 3-year period, that was $100,000. And I wrote her this check, and I handed her the check, and I got a little cocky, and I said, well, aren't you lucky? I figured out how to get myself out of trouble. And my mother looked at me, and she said, I'm not lucky. I knew what horse I was betting on. You know, there may be a way to be successful in this world without parents who believe in you. I am happy to say I never needed to find that out. As all of you leave here today and go out into this world, just know one thing. Your parents are the only people on this planet who will ever put your needs ahead of theirs. And for that alone, you must honor them. Please, each and every one of you, try to be a horse that is worth betting on. As a side note, just for what it's worth, last June I bought my mom a house. It was the happiest purchase I have ever made. It filled me with an immense sense of joy. And I know that there are a lot of people back there hoping you someday get to experience that same sense of joy. And for what it is worth, from the moment I bought her that house, she has never once complained that I am gay. So, these are some of the thoughts that I wanted to share with the class of 2013. You're gonna die, you're gonna fail, be nice to your folks. Write this down. So I wish you all the best. Sincerely, I hope you all have as much fun on your journey as I have had on mine. So now, I leave you with, on your mark, get set, go. Thank you.
Please join me in thanking Mr. Marc Cherry for those inspiring and thought-provoking words. And yes, we will take credit for you as a proud Titan. It is now my honor and pleasure to introduce the Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Jose Luis Cruz.
Good morning. Marc Cherry said it much better than I could, but I will still state that today is the commencement of your tomorrow. So welcome to your life 2.0. The strength of your character, your sense of purpose, and your commitment to society makes us all here today, family, friends, faculty, staff, and administrators, proud to have been part of your journey to success, and confident that you will help shape a better world. You now join over 215,000 Cal State Fullerton alumni. You are now vested with all the rights and responsibilities of a full-fledged Titan. And as President Garcia stated in her remarks earlier today, this means that you should strive to be a lifelong learner, serve as an ambassador of education, and remember your alma mater. Let's give a strong round of applause for our class of 2013 and the wonderful future that awaits them. It is now time to recognize those graduates that have earned their bachelor's degrees with honors. Outstanding scholastic achievements at the baccalaureate level are recognized upon completion of degree requirements by the awarding of honors, the eligibility of which is explained in your program. In recognition of their scholastic excellence, all honors students are given a medallion with the seal of California State University Fullerton imprinted on it, and the level of honors achieved is engraved on the reverse side. Although their names are annotated in the commencement program, I would like to recognize each group of honors students. Please hold your applause until all honors students have been recognized. Students graduating summa cum laude, wearing their medallions with blue ribbons, please stand and remain standing. Students graduating magna cum laude, wearing their medallions with orange ribbons, please stand and remain standing. Students graduating cum laude, wearing their medallions with white ribbons, please stand. Congratulations to all our honor students. Please be seated. So now is the time for which you have all been waiting for. Will all master's graduates and candidates please stand? Will all baccalaureate graduates and candidates please stand? bachelor's degrees, President Garcia, on behalf of the faculty of California State University Fullerton, I am pleased and honored to present to you the graduates and candidates of the class of 2013 for the conferring of their degrees.
Thank you, Dr. Cruz. Master's graduates and candidates, baccalaureate graduates and candidates, it is with great privilege and honor, before valued family and friends, and upon the recommendation of the administration and teaching faculty of California State University Fullerton, and by the authority vested in me as president of the university by the Cal State University Board of Trustees, to confer upon all of you completing requirements the degrees for which your name is listed in our commencement program, together with the rights, privileges, opportunities, and responsibilities to our society attached thereto. Your diplomas will stand as testimony to your possession of these degrees. As a symbol of conferral of your degree, now, baccalaureate candidates, move that tassel from the right side of your caps to the left. Congratulations, class of 2013. Felicidades. Go out and celebrate.
The 2013 University Commencement Ceremony is now concluded. We ask that the audience remain seated as the platform party exits the stage. When the platform party has exited, please go to the location of your college commencement event. Congratulations to the graduates of 2013 and their families and friends attending today. We hope you enjoy your day on campus. The 2013 University Commencement Ceremony for the California State University Fullerton is now concluded. Congratulations to all of you for reaching this significant milestone in your life.